Hi guys, welcome back out to the shop. Here I have in front of me, this is labeled Kozmik Krooz'r. You'll see it's a standard Tron video, CPU, and super soundboard. This guy has no EPROMs over here. It does have RAMs, which is good. No EPROMs here. And no EPROMs here. And all of the connectors were protected. You can see this guy's still got these things on there, but this one was not protected right here. So that one right there I might have to replace or straighten or try to save or something, I don't know. But yeah, Kozmik Krooz'r. I'm gonna get on MAME and check this thing out and see what it's supposed to look like, because I don't quite remember Kozmik Krooz'r. Look how far up that's standing there. That was put in factory that way. That's strange. But yeah, so I think first order of business is, well, we need some EPROMs. So I will have to burn some ROMs for this guy. Kozmik Krooz'r. Yeah, super CPU. Yeah, see this one right here says Kozmik Krooz'r Super Sound I/O. So it must be proprietary to Kozmik Krooz'r, otherwise it wouldn't be stamped that, right? So, okay, cool. This is just super CPU. I don't see no Kozmik Krooz'r stuff on here. And this guy here, this is just the standard Tron video board. MCR2. So okay. Kozmik Krooz'r. So first thing is there's a missing chip here. Something's missing right here. That is a dip switch missing. So I'll put a switch in there, no big deal. Burn some Kozmik Krooz'r EPROMs and go from there. Okay, I've got Kozmik Krooz'r all hooked up. I straightened out the pins on this guy right here. This was the only one that was all bent out of shape. So I straightened these up. I got my connectors all in. I got a schematic out and stuff right here. But I washed these boards because they were super dirty. So I actually washed them. I programmed 28 C64s for the CPU board. And I have my Fluke hooked up to it. And right now I just turned it on and did the bus test. And if I hit, we can test these two RAMs. There's a 6116 here and a 6116 here. And this one is C000 to C7FF. And we can test that one. We'll do a RAM short at C7FF and let that go through. Do its thing. Okay, and now the other one is F800 to FFFF. And that is a video RAM. You'll see the screen doing its thing. That one's video RAM. And there, that's okay. So those two guys are just fine, this guy and this guy. And I have went through and I verified all of these program ROMs. There's 5 program ROMs for this game. And I've verified all of them. They're all good. So if I hit run UUT, it just kind of hangs right here. Got this little artifact up here, and that's all it does. So it's hanging up, and I can access all of my ROMs. I don't think it's a problem on this board or this board. I think the problem's on this board. And I do have to program the sound ROMs for this, but I don't believe that is causing a big issue. Yeah, I think the problem's on this board. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I think this CPU is bad, because I tried turning this on and it didn't do anything. And I put the fluke on it and it'll do what I just showed. But I think this CPU is bad. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try putting a different CPU in the thing. Because even if it did, it should tell me, hey, your ROMs are bad, you know, in the test. And it's not doing that. So I'm going to try replacing this guy and see if that makes a difference. Okay, as you can see, I have disconnected the fluke. And I got the original 2 CPUs in the board, and it's doing the same thing. I'll hit reset and you'll see. And it's doing the same thing, locking up right here. So those CPUs seem to be good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, now we got a solid light over here that was flashing. That's interesting. Who knows? I think what I will do is I'm going to put this guy in right here, the dip switch. I'm going to burn the 3 ROMs for here and go from there and see what we get. Okay, so what I have done here, this is a little process of elimination. This is the Kozmik Krooz'r main board, CPU board, and this is the Kozmik Krooz'r video board. Now the video board had one of the RAMs had the leg folded under. That was the only thing wrong with it. I've got Tron ROMs in this, and I've got a Tron Super Soundboard hooked up. So it's a Tron set. You know, Kozmik Krooz'r, the CPU and the video board are interchangeable with Tron. And you can see I'm running Tron. I'm sorry for the glare. There's a pretty bad glare right now. Well, it's working. So, I burnt Kozmik Krooz'r ROMs for the Kozmik Krooz'r soundboard. Now it is complete now. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the Kozmik Krooz'r ROMs back in these two boards and hook the Kozmik Krooz'r soundboard up to it and see what we get. And there, guys, is a complete Tron set. You can see here on this board I've recapped the 4 big power caps. These little 10 microfarad guys that go down the middle, I've replaced those. Replaced these sockets for the custom chips. That custom chip is in another board. I just got to put it back. And replaced those 2 sockets for these 2 customs, because those are always a problem. What do those go for these days? Anyone interested? This is my friend Todd's. What's the good market value on a known tested working, bench tested? This thing has been run for many hours on a bench. What's the value there? 750? 750 bucks? I don't know if Todd wants to sell it, but he may entertain offers. This is a nice Tron board set, which can be converted to other games. You know, you can look into that. But you know, this is offered up from me, basically. You know, I'm not some jabroni on eBay telling you that it's tested and working. You know that works. So leave comments if you're interested, and I'll get with Todd. I can maybe get you in touch with Todd and let him. I don't even know if he wants to sell it, to be honest with you, but I'm putting it out there. He may be. So, but yep, I'm gonna put the software back into this set. This is the Kozmik Krooz'r set. I'll put the I/O board on it, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, so now I have the whole Kozmik Krooz'r system hooked up, and I got the fluke on it, and I did my ROM check, and I just verified the whole program, you know, 0 through 9FF, and it's all good. That's good to go. But I went to run UUT, and it's just, see, I'll reset it, restart. I'll do it on the fluke. Hit run UUT, enter. And it just locks up right here. Black screen. Just locks up. So I am going to put my fluke on here, and I'm going to verify this stuff, because the problem, what's locking it up has to be on this board, because I know this board and that board is good, and I know the program is good, so this thing should run, but it's not. It's locking up, and it's got to be because of this guy. So I'm going to start poking around this board right here. I've already tested all of the tantalum caps, and nothing is short. So, and I have replaced this dip switch here, and I've got it set to run. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pop the fluke in here and start poking around on this thing. Okay, so I have moved over here. I've moved this guy over to here, and I've got it turned on. And if I do a bus test, it's telling me that address bit 11 is tied high. So we have an issue with address bit 11 on this guy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the fluke hooked onto it, and I'm going to do some testing and some probing at the same time and find out what's going on. maybe first thing I should do is I should unhook everything, look at address bit 11, find it, and make sure it's not shorted. You know, some silly solder blob or something shorting something out. I think I'll do a little investigation on the board itself first. Find address bit 11 and really find out what's going on with it before I jump to conclusions like it's a logic problem or whatever. I'm going to make sure it's not a short on the board, like flaky solder or something somewhere like that. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook everything. I'm going to look at this board and this board alone. I'm going to do some beep out tests and stuff. Look at it under my magnifier and just inspect it. First thing. Okay, so regular Tron was using 2532, so I went ahead and I burnt 2532 chips. Now, if I look at, I've been looking at the schematic, and this business right here, address bit 11, comes down, and this guy is jumped right here, and so is this guy on this Kozmik Krooz'r board. They're both jumped and they're right here. Both of those guys are jumped, jumper wire 1 and 2. So what that's telling me is on a 2532, address bit 11 is pin 18, I believe. And on a 2732, address bit 11 is pin 21. So this thing is strapped right now for 2732s. So all I got to do, long story short, all I have to do is clip that guy right there, and this should work with my 2532s that I burnt. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go ahead and clip out jumper wire 1. That guy right in the middle. Right in the middle there. So I'll go ahead and do that and hook back up. Okay, and I am hooked back up. I clipped jumper wire 1, and now my auto test is good to go. So that cleared that up. Now I can do some tests here on these guys. So let me go ahead and cut away for a bit. I'm going to get the information, the fluke info out, and do some fluke tests. Okay, I hooked everything up. I hooked all the Kozmik Krooz'r stuff up, and it wouldn't run. It was just a black screen with a little red thing over in the corner doing this. So I decided to, this is all of the Kozmik Krooz'r hardware. That's all of it. What I did was I took all of the Tron software and put in the Kozmik Krooz'r hardware. You see, this is Kozmik Krooz'r. These 3 boards are the Kozmik Krooz'r boards, and Tron is running just fine. And my sound amp popped. I'm going to do a sound test and make sure this is doing all the sounds, but this is, you know, right here's where I clipped the little jumper wire 1. I clipped that out, and Tron uses 2532, so it's good to go with that. Yeah, so I heard the sound amp. I heard it pop, so I know that this board's working. I'm going to test, make sure all the Tron sounds are good, and these 2 guys right here are good. These 2 Yamaha chips or whatever they are. And go from there. Kozmik Krooz'r in MAME I thought only had 5 chips, but I'm going to have to double check, and there may be one that goes here, I don't know. If there is, that would be my problem. So yeah, that's what I'm suspecting. I'm suspecting is I'm supposed to have a chip right here too for Kozmik Krooz'r. which I don't have one burnt for this spot. So I bet you that's my problem. But I'm going to go ahead and play this, make sure this board's making all the sounds for Tron and everything it's supposed to. Then I will re-look at the main folder for Kozmik Krooz'r, and I bet you I just missed a ROM. So I'll be back. And just really quick, and tanks a lot. So it works. Yep. Awesome. So all of the hardware works. So I will just look over that MAME file. I'm sure I just missed a ROM and we should be good to go. I'll be back. Okay, Kozmik Krooz'r. I have put in all of the Kozmik Krooz'r software. Did a little bit of research on this game and board, and I discovered that in order for this to boot, for this game specifically, pin 13 of J4 has to be grounded. So I grounded this guy, and there is Kozmik Krooz'r. Looking good. Kind of strange game. Kind of neat though. This thing uses an analog joystick. It looks exactly like a Tron joystick, but it is analog. And it uses a Discs of Tron style spinner where you can push it, you can push the spinner down and it's a button. And it looks, the control panel looks an awful lot like Discs of Tron or Tron, but it's not exactly the same, because you know Tron just uses a four-way leaf joystick underneath that handle, you know. But this guy uses a full analog joystick controller, a flight handle type deal. So I can start it up, I can get the sounds. I played it as Tron, so I know the hardware is good. But I want to hear these sounds a little bit. So I'm going to set the camera up and I'll coin this thing up and let it play through some sounds anyway. So I will be back. Okay, I got the lights all turned off, and we're gonna fire this thing up and get some sounds going on. Coin and start. Well, I can shoot. It's the same as Tron shot. Yeah, but the Tron up, down, left, and right is not the same. And I take it that this stuff up at the very top, that's just MCR nonsense. It's MCR boards, the system makes weirdness like that. kind of cool. I can't really do anything. Come and get me. Boy, this is like a safe spot. They can't kill you. Oh, they got me. Oh boy, they got me. And I'm back to the corner. Apparently got rapid fire. How strange. All right, well, I think before I call this one good, I'm going to look at MAME really quick. I'm going to look at MAME really quick and try to duplicate this. See, now I'm caught. And I'm dead. I'm going to play this in MAME really quick and see how it looks. Okay, this is MAME. Okay, the one difference I see is that vacuum thing up in the middle of the top of the screen. I don't remember seeing that. Okay, that up at the top of the screen is different, that vacuum thing. I'm going to have to go back out and look for that. Other than that, it looks the same to me. So let's go ahead, stop this, and head back out and check it out again. Okay, well, this is interesting. What I read, and when I did some research, is that you have to ground that for the game to boot, then you can undo it. what I have found is you have to leave that grounded, or that little vacuum thing up top won't show up. I'm going to reset it. Oh, I don't have it grounded. It won't boot. So now I'm going to ground this. Okay, I just grounded it and took it off, and now it's running, but there's no vacuum thing, or whatever you want to call it, portal, I don't know. Anyway, if I ground this, now it is grounded. Now the little vacuum thing shows up. So it has to stay grounded. I'm going to go ahead and reset it now. And it's grounded, so it will reset. And there's the little thing. Now what I had done before is I ungrounded it to use this red wire to put a coin in and, you know, hit start. And when I ungrounded it, the little vacuum thing went away. It has to stay grounded. That's really strange. But there it is. It's good to go. The vacuum thing's there. All the little flaky stuff is just MCR flakiness. You know, that if you're familiar with MCR, it just gives that little flaky nonsense whenever a screen changes. So, it's good to go. Kozmik Krooz'r. You know what I would like to do? I'm going to set up one more time. I'm going to get another ground wire so that I want to see hear the sounds and everything with this continuously still grounded, and see if anything different comes. I don't think it will. It's going to be the same. Alright, be right back. Okay, now I think we got full effect. I found another wire to ground some stuff out with, and I'm going to go ahead and start our coin. And start. Remember, all I can do is fire. That's all I can do. Ooh, come and get me, guys. Ooh. Oh boy. They got me. They got me. There we go. I can't aim. I don't have a spinner controller. And I can't move because I don't have an analog joystick hooked up. Alright, they got me again. Right. And I'm dead. I think I got one more life. Come and get me, guys. I don't think Midway tested this out, because you can hang around way too long. All right. Good enough, guys. We'll turn the light on. All right. Got ourselves a Kozmik Krooz'r set. How about that? Something you don't see every day, right? Well, it's a Tron board set, basically. You know, this might be a little different. I don't know, but I think it works. I'm not an expert on this hardware, but I am pretty sure this is the same board as Tron as that. They're the same shared board. But yeah, Kozmik Krooz'r. Wasn't really anything too much wrong with it. It just didn't have no software. So I burnt a set of software for it. Clipped one of these to allow it to run 2532s. And had to put a dip switch in it. It was missing. But golly, I think that's really about it. I don't think I did anything spectacular to this thing. It had a one of these rams had a leg folded over, so that's why it wasn't working. That's why the board wasn't working. I just straightened the leg out and no problem. I'm looking over the board. I believe that's it. Cleaned them up. I washed these boards good. And that's really it. That's it, guys. Easy repair. I'll make some new I'll make a set of these things for it. And as I buy this stuff, and I have an IDC crimper, so I'll crimp a brand new set of these things and test them with the board set and everything, so it'll be good to go. And yep, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next repair. Peace out. Sweet.